And then you can see we've got some volume coming in. Look, this is the Apple chart. Look, almost 1 million shares. And if you look, you'll start seeing the level 2 and the tape start to speed up. And look, here's AMD. Watch how fast the level 2 and the tape starts going. And the size of the prints, the size of the orders. Look, 500, 100, 100, 200. I think I seen a 1500 in there. Look, 1000. Look, 2300. Look, AMD. And you can see, look, came down here to this 120, held it as support, and also chopped around it right here. And you'll see it. You'll see the level 2 and the tape start to speed up. All right, here's Meta. I really got to do something about the color of these blocks. That shit look funky right there, bro. And here's NVIDIA. I mean, look at this thing. So again, right off the open, washout, rejecting VWAP at the 9, also the 120, chopping around down here, but consolidated. You feel me? Found a footing, found a support, caught a bid over here and up to the top. But this thing, for the most part, and again, that's why it's important to, you feel me, not trade directly off the open. You feel me? Unless you really like know what you're doing or have some type of plan. And also, you feel me, your risk and price targets, all that, you feel me, mapped out. Like, you got to have all that set up in advance. Especially, I mean, you always want to have that set up in advance before you even think about putting on a trade or thinking about price targets or how much money you can make. That's backwards. What you want to do is, you feel me, figure out what your risk is and how much money you could lose first. And then you figure out price targets and how much money you could potentially make. Always focus on your risk first. But look at that thing, bro. Just freaking nice bullish little chart right there. Price action, like uptrend. And there's, look, 253.20s. So that's the bottom of the range, obviously. Now the Qs, here's the Qs. You see me trying to put in some levels real quick. And then also keep in mind, this is the end of the day here. So 1545, 1350s, I guess that's what? Is that 150? Because 1230 is 1230, 1330 is 130, and so on and so forth. I'm pretty sure there's a way to change the time off of, like, I guess what, military time? Was that military time or world time? So you see support down here, and look, see where all these wicks are coming down here and chopping around here. But from what I've seen, and like I said, nothing is ever 100% in the stock market. Things are going to deviate here and there, and they're always changing. But mainly, how I get my levels is like the more wicks and or bodies, or basically candles that either wick on a level or terminate on it, or the body terminates on it. Just more interaction between the candles and that level makes the level stronger, and also the volume of the candles that are interacting with that level has a lot to do with it as well. So that's why you see me put this level here, and it's kind of not really terminating perfectly off of any of these candles, but it does terminate perfectly off of this one. So right here, and then with all these, I mean, it's pretty safe to say that's a pretty decent intraday level. But again, like, yeah, I mean, like, nothing's 100%. And then that's also why you see me, look, put another level right here. And as you can see right here, we have some termination on this one. So these two candles right here where these wicks are terminating, and then this consolidation, all this right here, and then these right here. All right, and here's the SPY. As you can see, look, A lot of consolidation and chopping around here. To the upside, and obviously, yeah, the price action broke above this 393.70s right here on these two candles and made a high. The high of day up until this point, at least, 394.17. But most of the price action and or candles / wicks are terminating on this 393.70s. So you got one right here, one right there, then some chopping around here, and then right here, right here, right here, right here. You feel me? That's kind of how I draw my levels, especially from an intraday standpoint. And again, this is going until the close. And then you see me kind of come over here and kind of redraw this level in a little better. So now, instead of me terminating that level off the termination point of this wick, which I believe was like 390.71, I took a second look at it and felt like there's more termination here. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then almost the body of the candle is terminating there, but you also have VWAP there. Same thing here. These wicks are touching it. You feel me? So that's a little stronger. But then you also have one here. But again, these are intraday levels. The strongest levels are going to come off your daily chart. You feel me? Daily or weekly or monthly. And here's the spot. And one thing I noticed too is on this platform, you can actually go down to 30-second candles. Like, I've never watched price action on 30-second candles before. You see me switch to the 30-second candle right here, which I guess, I mean, if you really want to be down in the trenches and see even more minute details of the price action, obviously 30-second candles allow you to do that, but I feel like that's just too low of a time frame. Plus I'm not used to watching 30-second candles, so I would have to, gain some more experience with those. And then you see me trying to look at levels, but on a 30-second candle chart, you can't get any levels off that. So that's why I didn't really put a level on there. Now this is a 1 minute chart. I'm trying to kind of put a level here because look at all this consolidation, this consolidation station right here with the support and all these wicks, then the rejection off of it. Looks like a 392.40s and then coming back down here. But honestly, a 1 minute chart is too low of a time frame to try to get any levels off of. But if you want to be technical, I guess 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 5 minutes. So just like a 5 minute candle. Then you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another 5. So about 10 minutes of chopping around the same level. I guess, but obviously with a grain of salt. 392.40s. And then I'm like, oh, you might as well just call it 392.50s. You feel me? Psychological level there. And then here's the Qs. And 15.55. So that's about 5 minutes before market close right there. Because I believe that 1600 is 4 o'clock. So 5 minutes, 4.5 minutes until market close. And, that 10 minutes of terror, bro. That's why you see the level 2 and the time and so start to pick up speed.